John Clyde Didakis, and I'm from BSc 2H, and I'm here today to discuss the probability of an event. So before we start, let us define first the probability. Probability is a numerical measure of the likelihood that a specific event will occur, or uh, in other words, it is the chance or the possibility that a event will occur. For example, in tossing a coin, there are two possible events: the getting a tails or a head. So, uh, in this event, we will have a 50% chance for each event since we have only two events. So, uh, given an experiment and its sample space, the objective of probability is to assign to each event a number p of a. So, in every event a, the goal or the objective of probability is to assign a number, or which is called the probability of the event A, which denoted by P of A, which will give a precise measure of the chance that A will occur. So in solving simple events, we have the formula P is equal to N over N, which is the N is our total subset. So we have several steps in calculating the probability of an event. First, we have to list all the simple events in the sample space. So in solving the probability of an event, these problems, we should know first how to create the sample space in order for us to solve the probability. And second, assign an appropriate probability to each simple event. So sometimes in problems, we the probability to each simple event are given, so we don't need to assign, but sometimes we need to assign the appropriate probability. Third, determine which simple events result in the event of interest. So we should determine what was being asked in the problem. For example, i- we we are asked to find the probability of getting a tails in flipping a coin. For example, the coin is biased. In getting heads, we have 75% of probability, and getting the tails is 25%. So, since we are asked to find the probability of getting a tails, the answer is 25%. And lastly, we need to calculate the probabilities of the simple events that result in the event of interest. So, we have here the sample problem. So, let me read first. If 3 students are to be chosen from 10 to compete in a math quiz, how many ways can the selection be made? If the if 2 of the 10 students are female and 8 are male, what is the probability that exactly one female get selected among the three? So, in this problem, we have two questions here. First, we are asked to find the uh, ways that 3 students to be selected from 10 to compete in a math quiz. So, to solve this, we will use the
Since order is
formula
not
of
important.
combinations. So, the formula for combinations is n factorial over r factorial multiplied by n minus r quantity factorial. This is our the n for letter A. So, our here is the 10 students. This is the total number of the students. And we are asked to find the ways to be chosen by the 3 students. So that is our R. So we substituting here, we have n is equal to 10 factorial over 3 factorial multiplied by 10 minus 3 quantity factorial.
So by solving this,
So encoding here the calculator, we will get the answer 120 ways. So this is the answer for letter A. Okay, for letter B, if 2 of the 10 students are female and 8 are male, what is the probability that exactly 1 female gets selected among the 3? So we have this letter B. We have the condition here that we have in 10 students, we have 2 female and 8 are male. So we will compute separately for female and the male for the number of ways to be selected, since the condition is exactly 1 female. So therefore, in 3 students, 1 is female, so that we have 2 male in the 3 students that being selected. So in the female, the n is 2. Since we have only 2 female in the 10 students. So our R is 1. Since the condition is only 1 female to be selected. So we will also use the combination. So substituting the n of f is equal now to 2 factorial over 1 factorial multiplied by 2 minus 1 quantity factorial. So substitute. So by computing this, we will get the answer 2 ways. So we have 2 ways to select 1 female. Next is for the male. Sabi dito, we have 8 males. So the n here is 8. And our R, since meron na tayong isang female among the 3 students, we only have 2. We need 2 students from males. So for getting here, we will substitute 8 factorial over 2 factorial, 8 minus 2 factorial. By computing, we will get 28 ways. Since we have now for the ways to be selected for female and male, the next question is, what is the probability that exactly 1 female gets selected among the 3? So B, be the event that exactly 1 female since we have 1 female, meaning we need 2 male to complete the 3 students needed. So if kung babasahin natin yan, we will 1 female and 2 males. So and means we will multiply. So the P of B is now equal to ito, yung ways na mapipili natin ay female ay isa. 2. Multiply dito sa ways na mapipili natin ay dalawang male. All over, eto, sa pinaka total subsets natin, 120. 120 ways. So, compute this to get the probability of B. So, is equal to 56 over 120. So, pwede pa natin siyang i-simplify to 7 over 15. So, this is now the answer for our